I've got a golden ticket.
That's a winner!
That's my big
Good
bet today,
evening. We are live here at DraftKings at Casino Queen. I'm Clemson John, David, and Damian joining us on this Thursday, July 20th, guys. So, hey, July 20th, we're getting closer and closer and closer.
NFL training camps have begun. It's
Yeah.
now getting close to that time. We got our first preseason game in less than 2 weeks.
Yep, the old Hall of Fame game with the JETS, Jets, playing the lovable losers, the Cleveland Browns.
I want to tell you, I'm first a little sad today. I've been fired from producer David. John has taken over the production spot. Russell, thank you for helping
We
us get
just throw
started.
this around and see what works without Russell.
Yeah.
But
Isn't that
he
what
helps us a little bit. But we are in bad shape without Russell.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we make it work.
This is like the blind leading the blinder.
Yeah. But, I will say this, John's more technical savvy than I am. And
Is that saying anything though?
Well,
No.
he's younger. He should.
hey, we're up and running, and we haven't heard that the sound is bad yet. We usually hear that within the first. I usually get a text within the first 30 seconds. The sound's terrible.
If we could just make the picture look a little bit better.
Well,
We got three of the ugliest people in America running a podcast.
Yeah. Well,
Put on some dark glasses and just listen and don't look.
well, there we go. So speaking of,
we had some good Wimbledon action. That was an exciting
Yeah.
final with Djokovic and Garcia.
Yeah, I completely whiffed on Alcaraz crushing or not crushing him, but
Garcia.
Alcaraz beating
Garcia.
beating Djokovic in the final. I mean, I called the other two. I said Alcaraz would crush Medvedev, beat him easily.
Yeah.
And I did say Djokovic would win, but he did not cover the 6.5 games or 7.5 games, like I said either.
Yeah.
Because I guess the big server got, he only got broke twice.
Yeah.
So he covered the 7.5 games in that match, but I whiffed. I thought Joker would win the final easily, but got to give Alcaraz a lot of credit. He played very well, and I actually went and watched it. He played very, very well. It was a good match.
Yeah, that was an exciting match to watch for sure.
Saw Djokovic actually lose his temper, which
he smashed a racket. He broke a racket.
That racket solid. So yeah, it was a really good final.
So no grand slam for the Joker.
but I will say our friend of the show and friend of mine, Mr. Riffy, had a nice score. Had the winner, $200 flat win bet before the tournament started.
Nice.
Got a little almost 3-1.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a good one.
It was 200 to win 700, I believe.
350.
So 350, yeah. That's 320.
Plus 250.
Yeah.
Plus 250.
Plus
250.
250.
500 and then the 200.
Yeah.
So.
So nice score, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that all day. Oh, that's closer to plus 300, right?
Yeah.
You won 700, so that's 2.5 to 1.
Yeah,
right?
well, it's plus 250.
Is that plus 250?
Yeah.
My brain isn't working yet.
Yeah, 250. So it'd be 500.
Yeah, that got him back to 7.
200 to win 500.
Yeah.
If he, Which
No,
was
no,
the
no. He
7.
won 700.
He won. Then he got plus 350.
He got
Won
plus
700.
350.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Plus 350. There we are. Yeah. I think I'll get it straight. I'm sure he'll tune in. But hey, John and I went to lunch earlier today, and we were talking. I've been talking about all the weight that I've lost, and I've gained a little bit back since I had that month off. And I just said screw it, and I started eating whatever I want in Tampa, and it just carried on. So I had a little weight. So we're having lunch today, and I see this huge salad, grilled chicken, right? Got the grilled chicken, got the fat-free dressing. Like this guy was large, and then as soon as his salad sits down, the first thing he says is, "Hey, I need some more Mountain Dew."
Oh,
I mean,
that's not on the diet.
that's not on the diet.
No.
Like, how many
You hear
carbs?
about different type of diets. You hear the carnivore diet, the carb free, and like you hear all kind of diets, but there's none that mention Mountain Dew.
the carbs, the sugar, it just wipes out the salad.
Yeah,
And
so-
John was like, "What are you laughing at?" He's like, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "I'm watching a guy eat a fat-free salad with two large Mountain Dews in front of him."
That's not gonna be on the diet.
Soda and beer are the two worst things you can drink if you're trying to lose weight. The two worst things you can
Yeah.
drink.
I am pretty proud of myself. I started using the Bowflex again after 17 years. It's been sitting idle in my house. So I did start. I've only been back 15 years, but I haven't used it in 17 years. I brought it from Arizona with me, but I started using it on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, this morning, little 20-minute workout. I'm a little bit sore, but I'm happy to know that it's not just a coat hanger anymore. I had to remove some items from the bench, and
So it's no longer just collecting dust.
well, we'll see how long it lasts, right?
Can we put an over/under on this? This
Yeah,
might
I'll
be
be
the
honest,
most
sure.
entertaining wager
That's
we
what
could have.
That's
John.
why I brought it up. Let's make a wager on how long
Let's
I have to use it at least twice a week. We'll say, and I'll be honest,
Twice a week.
for 20 minutes at a time.
I will give him until.
Now wait, do you want some backstory to think?
I'll take the over
I think you should.
because he's going to use it at least twice, and I'll push.
Twice in week. I'm on an
Twice
average
in a
twice
week.
a week. An
I'm
average
saying
twice
he
a week for
doesn't-
how long?
Well,
I'm
if you
saying
put,
he-
if I bet 2, then you push.
No, you got to.
No.
For how
I'm
many
saying how many weeks will I
Oh,
do it
how
at
many
twice
averages
a week?
weeks?
at least
Yeah.
twice a week.
Now I will. You want a little backstory for your handicapping? Okay, I used to live working out 6 days a week for many years. So this is a start of something that I used to do, and I want to get back into it. Not as heavy as I used to, but I just want to say that there is a backstory where I'm very committed once I get started. So with that information, what's
All right,
the
how
lie?
many kids do we have?
I have one child.
One child.
She's 17.
And what
Tuesday.
are your work hours typically?
Whatever I want.
That's another.
I was gonna
make
put it
your
a
own
little
schedule.
lower
Yeah.
than I was going to because
I'm 52.
with your
I'm 52 years old.
previous work schedule, I would have definitely made this a very short
Well,
term.
that's why it didn't work.
Yeah, I would have made this a very short term bet with your previous work
Because
schedule.
once I hit my couch, I'm done. But I've been working out in the morning, waking up, working out, take a shower, maybe not work.
So what are we setting it at?
Yeah, come on, we're running out of things to talk about. So we're gonna lay a line on me working out.
I will set the line at the middle of September, between week 2 and week 3 of the NFL
I'll take
season.
the way over.
I think you will punk out somewhere along the way.
No.
Yes.
You don't know me very well.
I think you will
I don't
punk out.
punk out of anything.
I will have.
I do not cry uncle.
I will have
You're gonna
work-
have to turn that.
I will have
You're gonna have
work
to
call
turn
you
that-
and tell you they need you to come in.
They could be taking out my fingernails. I don't cry uncle.
Now you realize? do you realize exactly why I said the middle of September yet?
Well, it might be because it's my anniversary. No, I don't know.
The
why.
Ameristar Poker Open.
That's at the end of August.
That's at the end of August and the beginning of September. So I'm saying you don't make it through the Ameristar Poker Open tournament.
Oh, I'll make it.
All right.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because I only work part time, and my schedule's not going to change.
They're going to need you.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to answer my phone.
I'm going to call you and
And they're
tell
probably
you to come
whoever's.
in.
I'm sure that'll get back to my boss at some point. But
Yeah, I'm going to go tell him tomorrow.
You're a cheat. You're a cheat, David.
Anything to win $1. This is the gentleman's dollar bet.
No, we're gonna bet dinner on it. We're gonna bet dinner on it. John, you in on this?
Well, where's this dinner going to be?
Yeah.
I'll take you to a nice dinner.
Well, I was thinking of White Castle for you.
Ooh, White Castle.
Not for my
You could-
diet. If I'm on a diet, I'm not gonna go to
You
White
could
Castle.
pay me to eat
Duh.
White Castle.
I don't eat White
I used to eat
Castle
White
either.
Castle. You know the best when you're drunk, right?
I
When
don't care how.
You guys don't drink.
Denny's
Sure.
is the best when you're
No,
drunk.
Waffle
No.
House.
Okay,
No.
well, I'm gonna say Whataburger, which is not here, is the
But
best.
that's you're not drunk at Whataburger.
Oh, yes, you are.
Whataburger.
Yes, you are. But if you go to Whataburger late night, you're drunk.
Oh, I didn't know they were open overnight.
Well, they are in Phoenix. I don't know where else they have it. That's the only place I've experienced. Check the chat line.
Have they released a schedule for that?
Check the chat line. Best place to go after you get drunk. Whataburger. It's not available here.
Good news for me. My Tampa Bay Devil Rays have scored to lead 1-0.
What's your
So
bet?
what do we got on Tampa?
I
Tell
have
'em.
I have two rather large bets on Tampa today. One laying a run and a half. It's Tampa laying 1.5 runs. And the other one was I bet Wander Franco over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He did single in the first, but he did not score. So that's the other. Those are my. The second inning just ended. Still 1-0 Tampa.
Aha. David Sanders says, go to the all-you-can-eat buffet from the movie Vegas Vacation. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
It's been a long time. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it, so
Which
Vacation?
one?
The
Is it,
first
is it
one.
is it the newer one or the older
So
one?
Vegas Vacation was good.
they say the Win is the best buffet.
Well, no, but I don't. He's talking with David. Was there a hotel that they said that buffet was at? I don't remember it.
The Caesar's one
Is the best,
$80,
and it's the best ever. It's the best ever.
That's what they say.
It is.
The Win's
I've had
really
it.
Good.
I had it
When'd you have it?
many times. I used to get comp
Yeah. How
Yeah.
long ago though? That's what I'm saying.
years, but
10 years, 20 years.
Oh no, before COVID.
Okay, 2019, 2015.
Yeah, 2018, 2017.
Okay, so it still was
2016 when I
okay.
dealt the World Series.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that one's good, but it's $80 now.
It's better when it's free.
Yeah.
But nothing's free in the casino world. Somebody
Not anymore.
somebody
Woo.
somebody earned that buffet.
Yeah.
It's like when I go to Horseshoe and on their comps, and the only place open is that damn pizza place, and I don't like it at all. But sometimes the price is right,
Right.
free.
You know what I like for cheap pizza? Little Caesars for cheap
Little
pizza.
Caesars
It's
ain't
got to
bad
be
for
hot.
cheap.
It's got to. You
I
got to
agree.
get it when
Yeah,
it's
it's gotta
hot.
be
It's
hot.
gotta-
It-
yeah.
once
The
once
deep
that
dish
thing's
is
cool,
good, too.
once that thing cools down,
It's nasty.
nasty.
Okay, so David Sanders says, I believe the buffet was fictional, but it looked very unappetizing. Yes, some of those buffets in Vegas. The $1.99 breakfast buffet at Circus Circus. I ate it one time, and there's a reason why I only ate it one time. I was broke, and it sufficed, but I never went back.
You get what you pay. for.
$1.99
Now,
buffet?
now wait. Granted, this was
Wow.
in the early 90s.
Yeah, 25 years ago.
Okay, yeah, almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was $1.99. Then it went up to $2.99, $3.99, $6.99, and it was the same, but powdered eggs. You know, it wasn't horrible, but I didn't go back. Right.
Right.
So the movie for Vegas Vacations from 1997. Long time ago.
They
Wait-
made a bunch of them.
Wait, David, what was the year the original Vacation came out where they came through St. Louis? The original, what year? That had to be in the 80s, right?
Yeah, that was with Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
That had to be. Yeah. I think
Well,
that
Chevy was in all of them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the one in the mid '80s. Well, the one that they remade, I actually didn't mind it. It was a little different version. The Vegas Vacation that was like 5 years ago.
I don't know.
But I do tend to like comedies. So
Yeah, I know. I just have to. I want to talk a little food. I've been wanting to talk a little food and diet, but I wanted you to make
You've
the
been
line.
doing that.
I want the line, Damien, and I
I
don't want you
will-
cheating either.
no,
you cannot
no, I
go to
don't
my
want
boss
you-
and
I
call
don't
him and tell
want
me
you
coming to work.
cheating.
How would I cheat? I'll take videos of me actually working out. How's that?
I trust you. I'm not.
You
just
should
giving you
trust
a
me.
hard
I wouldn't
time.
lie to you. If we're gonna go break bread together, and I have to pay for it, I'll pay for it.
That's not a problem. I will stick with the middle of September.
See,
I
you
did-
offered me dinner tonight.
I did.
See, so I'm not worried about
That's
that.
I'm not worried about it. You know,
So
I
what are we
had a
putting
good
the
day
line
playing. I
Let's
had a
put
good
the
day
line.
playing poker. So
Let's get the line.
I'm sticking with the middle of September.
Oh,
That's
that's
2 months.
so-
That's
no
2 months
way.
away. I
We're
think
talking 2 20-minute workouts a week, Damien.
that's middle of September. I don't think you're gonna last.
John,
I think you're gonna.
I'm taking the
I think you're
over.
gonna have 1 week where you're gonna be
if
like,
I were you,
oh, I
I'd
didn't
bet a
do
lot
this.
on the over. What's the line? Even money? Minus 110?
Well, you're the one
What?
taking the food. You're the one. You're the one. It's a dinner.
I gotta be a
A
one to nine.
workout bet isn't even the best way to do this.
Okay.
The best way to do it is a weight loss bet.
I already lost the weight though.
Now he's
It
just.
doesn't matter.
Well, it
Anybody
doesn't.
can do
Now
a
I'm
Well,
weight
see, that's
loss
not
I'm
bet.
just
actually right.
tightening up the
If you
fat I
tight,
got
yeah,
left.
exactly. If you're tightening up the fat you got left, you're actually going to gain weight. If it turns
That's
into
true.
fat, you gain weight.
That's true.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
So I started drinking a lot of protein.
Yeah, but you just
and
do a
gain-
percentage of your body fat.
Well, you know how
percentage of-
hard, you know how
You can do it in
annoying that would be.
percentages.
You
That's
got-
how they do those big weight loss
No,
bets.
no, I got you. I don't know. Just I'm laying myself
Like
at
when
that.
they do The Biggest Loser, remember the show?
Yeah, of
That's how
course.
they do
well,
it.
and you know all those people put all that weight back on because it was that show was basically a scam.
So I want to tell you what happened. My wife and I used to watch The Biggest Loser all the time,
Okay.
and I thought it was hilarious. In the middle of it,
Yeah.
whether it was one of the first episodes, and anyway, so I decided in the middle of it, I ordered an extra large pizza from Emo's, and we got I ordered some chicken wings, and while I'm watching The Biggest Loser, I'm stuffing my face pizza and chicken wings, and I finally realized what I was doing, and this is not. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, you're eating a lot of junk while you're watching The Biggest Loser.
Yeah. So,
Get that.
so original movie, 1983, David. All right. I was 12. Really?
I was 10.
You're 50? Oh, we talked
I
about
will,
that.
yeah, next
You will
month.
next month. Congratulations. Good on making this far.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm guessing I'll make it much further.
Did you beat the over under what you put on yourself? Or what?
I said I wouldn't get to 51.
Okay. Well, still got a year.
Still got a year. I don't want. I'd hate to disappoint anybody who took the under. So,
I got 250 on the under. What can I do to help?
he got it at plus 250.
Well, yeah, you got to take a deal when it's there.
I'm gonna.
Hey, John? What are
I'm
my
just, I'm
favorite
just
2
gonna
words?
pass down all my NFL season bets to him just in case I don't
I
make
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You don't have any kids, so I
it.
should.
No, I don't.
So, what are my favorite 2 words, John? We'll
Get
see.
lost? Oh, we'll see.
No, my favorite line is what, John?
Lose my number.
Lose my number. But my favorite 2 words are we'll see.
We'll see.
Because everything is we'll see, right? Somebody asks you a question. Well, I don't know. We'll see, right? So anyway, all right. I think that is way too terrible of a line. I would have said around the holidays, where all the food, Thanksgiving. That's when I kind of have a weakness of start eating a lot and not
Well, like you
getting.
said,
That's when I start getting lazy. Is around when it's cold outside.
you said
even
your
though it's nothing-
you said your anniversary was coming up. I know the poker open was coming up. You're 52 years old.
Oh wow!
You have
Is there a schedule for that poker open yet?
yeah.
It's out.
It starts
my
August
Knicks games?
30th.
I'm sure you
I'm
got to
sure
look it
there
up.
is
Look it
one.
I
up.
can't find it. August 30th.
Yeah, August 3rd. It starts August 30th, the day before my birthday. I will not be there. And then
What day of the week is that?
my birthday's a Thursday.
Okay. If I'm off,
I can't. You don't know that there's.
if I'm off, you want to do this on your birthday or no?
I figured we'd be. That's
Wait
the
a
first.
second,
That's
wait
the
a
first
second.
weekend of the college football season. That Saturday. I thought we
Yeah.
were.
So we haven't decided yet if we're going back to Saturday mornings or staying on Thursday
We
evenings.
talked
yet.
about
Sunday. We talked about Sunday morning, and talking on Friday the radio show, going over college football on the radio, and going off NFL on Sunday morning here. So I think we're going to talk to because the crowd is unbelievable here for NFL football, and it just depends the times on who's playing in college football. We were doing 9 to 11. It's empty here at 9 in the morning unless it's just a huge day.
Well, my problem with my work schedule, though, I mean, you probably wouldn't see me. So,
Well-
that could be a positive
Well, what
too.
time do you get off?
I work 9 to 5 on Friday and Saturday night. 9, the evening 9 to 5.
So
evening
do
9
you work
to 5
Sunday
a.m.
evening?
No, I'm always off Sundays.
So would you be willing to come here like 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, or even 11 o'clock? Because we do
Well,
it.
I always go watch. I always go watch the games at my buddy's house, and we sit there. And
How long does it take to get there?
from here, it take about 15 minutes.
Okay, so you could leave here at 11:15 or something. Do the first
Yeah.
hour with us. If you want.
Yeah, I
we're
can do
thinking.
that.
We're thinking about. I actually would like the input, and I know that a lot of people watch this after we do it. But I'd like the input from everybody when they'd like to see us. We get a lot of our views towards the latter part of the week. But if you're going to watch us live, does NFL interest you? Like 10 to noon on Sunday, Or John and I are thinking of
See,
switching
I
it to
would-
Sunday this year.
I would honestly, I'd probably be more, if I had the choice, I'd be more interested in doing it Saturday morning, and we could talk the college football.
And
The
that's what
game,
we've
the
been
game
doing.
start at 11 on Saturday morning. I wouldn't mind doing. I actually, I would get up and come in and do like a 9 to 11 Saturday morning,
Well, actually, it
and
would
where
be
we could
10
talk
to noon.
college.
So we
Right,
would talk
that'd
about
be-
the
that would
11.
be
We would
fine.
talk about the 11 o'clock games the first hour, and then talk about the rest of the games the second hour after they kick off.
Yeah.
9 o'clock's too early.
No, that
Yeah.
10 to noon would be fine on a Saturday
Yeah,
for
I-
me.
I got
And
here-
we could go through the NFL games too on
I was getting here at 7:30 every Saturday morning setting up, and we go off at 9, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting here at 7:30 anymore.
Well, you also don't have the same job you used to have either full
Oh,
time.
that's true. No, that's absolutely true.
You might be a little more able to
Yeah. So
than
if
with your previous employment.
yeah,
Wander Franco just lined out in the second at bat, so I got
What do we got on Wander Franco?
I have over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So I got to.
We need one more. He's
I
already
need-
got a hit, don't
He's
he?
got one hit. I need one of something else now. The rest of the way.
what do you got? What do you got?
Over
going on?
1.5 hits on what hits, RBIs, or what?
And runs.
Hits, RBIs, and runs on Wander Franco. He's already got one.
He's got one.
What was the plus 125 bet
That was Tampa minus a
Tampa
run and a
minus
half.
1.5.
for the
That's our
game?
biggest
for
bet
the
of the
game.
night.
Yes.
So you're winning 1-0.
Well, then I'm actually losing.
No,
So,
I know.
the-
It's early. It's only the
yeah,
first inning,
it's third
right?
inning.
Third inning. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you were right on. You were spot on though. So far, I like it. Let's keep it rolling. John, what do you got in action? Have you found the Ameristar Poker Open yet?
I'm still
Let me see if I can find it.
August 30th, you said?
Starts out, yeah. Right, just hit
See
that
if I
top.
can I'm gonna go to Ameristar Poker Chat.
There's something, but that doesn't pull it up. I've already clicked
Wait
on
a
it.
minute here.
Ah,
There we
I'm
go.
surprised it's not on Ameristar Poker Chat yet.
I think they generally wait until
So they might not have released the schedule.
the schedule will be released in the very near
Okay,
future.
so it's
So
not.
it
It's not.
isn't.
Yeah.
They're my guess
That's
is
what I
the
was
last one didn't go very well, so I'm guessing that they may kind of cut back on some of the tournaments.
Well, I'm hoping I still get my mixed
So-
events.
Well, they just had way too many events. Honestly, they had too many. Not that my opinion means anything, but
Yeah, it means something.
well, it doesn't according to them. If my opinion would have meant anything, they would have never kept the rake at $6. They would have dropped it immediately when I basically told them not to. But you know, I'm just a dealer, and I only play poker a whole lot with everybody that plays poker, and I knew they'd all be aggravated and upset, and they were, and I refused to deal poker once they raised the rake.
Well, I will say once they change it back, business is coming back on the weekends. It's strong. Weekends are strong.
Yeah, the weekends have been a lot better since they lowered it. But yeah, like I said, the unfortunate side effect is one of the other local casinos was able to get some of the business and some of our better dealers because of our decision. So it was unfortunate, and you know,
Yeah.
I'll go up there if I'm asked to, if I'm needed, but they're still a little upset with me because I wouldn't go up there when they raise the rake.
That's what happens
they
when you have
generally
the
don't
choice,
ask
though.
me.
You had the choice.
I do have the choice. That's why, but now they don't ask. They used to ask me, and I just tell them no because they raised the rake. Now they don't ask me. The only time I've been up there was because they had a bunch of sick calls, and they would have had to close a game down. And they asked me, and they basically begged me, and I said, "That's fine, I'll do it." You know, because that is the nice thing about, you know, my situation is I can say no. They can't make me go upstairs and deal poker. I don't mind doing it. The one thing I like about going up there and dealing poker is no cigarettes.
Yeah, that
My
cigarette smoke
favorite-
is tough.
Yeah, I'm down in the baccarat pit, and I get surrounded by or dealing blackjack, like I was yesterday, and I get surrounded by people smoking. That's unpleasant.
So, John, I will tell you this: if there was no smoking, like in Ohio has, and there's many states now that every casino is no smoking in the state. And if that was the case, I would love to deal blackjack, deal baccarat, Figao. I actually enjoy dealing those games. Like, and I enjoy dealing poker. It's just something I like changing it up, right? And you know, I've gone back and forth over the years several times, right? So, but I haven't done it in a long time. It's been, I think, 17, 18 years since I've dealt in the pit. But yeah,
Main event just wrapped up too.
Who won?
Atlanta, Georgia native
Stephen Wyman.
Daniel
wasn't it?
Weinman.
Daniel Wyman.
Wineman.
Any notables?
3 Americans at the final table? No.
They were the
There's
final.
never any notables.
They were also the final 3 players.
Yeah,
the
final
Americans.
3 players was 3 Americans.
I watched.
So no notables made the
No
made the final
notables.
th-
No.
no.
I watched. a pretty decent amount of it.
10,043 players was the final entries.
12 million for first.
Yep, 12 million for first, 10,043.
Hey,
So,
did you ever find out if Jason played the main?
No,
Say Jason Simon.
no, I had no clue.
Okay.
But yeah, $93 million prize pool. 93 million. So
just for sake, we're gonna take this and we're gonna do a little math, which
okay.
is one of my
Figure out
favorite.
how much they raked.
That's what I want to do.
I know, 17% probably.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Give
So
me the total entries
10,043.
10,043.
times 10,000.
Right.
Okay. 100,430,000. What was the total prize pool?
93.399 million.
Oh wow! They actually only took about 10%.
That's what they do because it's so huge. So they took about $10 million.
Yeah. Well, they can take less because the pool's so big.
Right. So
That
10
makes
million
sense.
for one tournament that lasts 9 days, 10 days, 12 days, 14 days,
I
whatever.
think it was
10 million.
I think it was 10.
Okay,
They had
now-
9, and then when they got down to the final table, it was 3
Not all
people.
of that money goes to the house. Pays for the floor
Pays
people,
for
the
floor,
dealers. That's the dealer tokes involved in that.
Oh.
Everything. There's
The dealer tokes are involved. I thought the dealer tokes were
they get a
tipped
per
out from the players.
So-
Per diem.
right. So okay. So yes, that 10 million is everything included from the dealer tokes to the house rake, paying the supervisors there. That is everything. Right? $10 million. That is insane. That's a lot of freaking money. But if you put it in perspective to other tournaments, it's one of the lowest rate tournaments, live tournaments there is. So it's great for everybody. It's actually valued.
Well, because the player pool's so big.
That's my point.
Yeah.
You can, yes, 10 million is a huge number, but most tournaments take
I
anywhere
personally
between
prefer
17
a
and
smaller
20%.
player pool.
But you're going to take 20%
Right,
to
I
run it.
understand. But
It's a huge vig.
I personally just prefer a smaller player pool. You have a better chance to win, but you just don't win as much, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to see how much they actually took.
Play better.
That's my favorite line, Damien. Not my favorite. I've got a lot of favorite lines, but that's what somebody says. They tell me a story, tell me a bad story. I just say play better. I got one outed. I say play better.
Yeah.
I mean, I needed to play better when I got one outed, right?
I had a.
That's not what if I'd have heard somebody said play better to me, what I say to them, I would have lost my shit even more. Excuse my
the
language.
the hand I won today to win all that money that I won playing poker today was I flopped a flush and a straight, an open-ended straight and a flush draw against 2 overpairs, and I hit. And I put all my money in on it. I got, I
That's
was
2 winning weeks in a row, though.
yeah, I've done very well the last 2 weeks.
Damon, you got to have a fortune in futures for this NFL season.
Yes, I do. I went and bet some more things today. I came in and took some of that profit and
What do you think
to
you
go
got?
with my-
About 3,000 in
yeah,
futures?
about that now.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a savings account, John,
yeah. Well, hopefully it's
earning 43% on the
If-
season.
hopefully
That's
I
what
hit
he's
it.
going to
Hopefully
return.
I hit enough of them that it
43%.
pays off.
Yeah.
Just to let you all know, I played a couple more season totals in the NFL.
What do you got?
I played both the Chiefs and the Bills under. And if you remember,
What's the Chiefs at? I forgot.
11 and a half,
That's
what
and
I
it's,
thought.
and it's under juice. So it means I'm getting money to play them under.
So plus.
So it was plus 130. I believe,
Really?
at 11 and a half. And
Woo.
Buffalo was also plus 130 at 10 and a half. And if you remember,
So he's betting the Chiefs are going to lose 6 games.
7,
6.
6,
6, 11 and 6.
Yeah.
7.
You remember when I kind of analyzed
I
the
thought you
Chiefs'
said
schedule
Bills,
a few
sorry.
weeks ago? I told you how brutal the Chiefs' schedule was. And
I'm not
I
really
still
want to
think the
bet on
Chiefs are
anything.
very
I don't
good.
want to bet against Mahomes on
You
anything.
don't want to, but that's why the juice is under and the number's so big.
Have you guys seen the new Netflix documentary, the quarterback documentary?
I
Yeah,
have
the one
not.
that has Mahomes on
Yeah,
there.
so it's got Mahomes, it's got Mariota, and it's got Kirk Cousins. You like that? Right?
Well, you got one
it's
good
good.
quarterback, one average quarterback,
One
and one
terrible.
terrible
So
quarterback.
my question is, out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, they got Marcus Mariota. I mean, really? You couldn't find anybody else?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
It's pretty rough.
I mean, I love the stuff about Patrick. They take him all the way to the Super Bowl, right? It's great. Marcus Mariota's out week 12. I mean, and
That
he
last
he
year-
just disappears from the show. He just disappears from the show. Oops.
Well, bad news for me. Baltimore has tied it.
1-1 Baltimore. 1-1 tied game. Baltimore scores.
It's early. My favorite thing to say in baseball is it's early to John. We'll
Yep.
see.
Dabo's
Well,
famous line is, "There's nothing less important than the score at halftime."
You don't hear
Right.
me going psycho or ballistic about it. Just
No.
bad news.
I have to tell John on a weekly basis, hey, it's early. Plenty of time.
Yeah, but you say that in the 7th inning. When I've got over 7.5, they scored 4 in the top of the first, 3 in the bottom of the first. So it's 7. I've got over 7.5. It's the 7th inning. And he's like, they'll score it.
I do say that.
It's early.
Because I gotta calm him down because I need him to concentrate on the show.
Yeah, I shouldn't even be sweating something that's
John loses his shit sometimes, you know.
Well,
He does. Yeah.
Be that as it may.
Yeah. So John and I were talking at lunch today, and I really enjoyed this conversation. I've never been to Clemson, South Carolina, and John is taking me to my very first experience at Death Valley. We don't know which one we're going to go to. Probably the Florida State game. Probably, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be the ideal one.
I wanted to go to the Notre Dame game because I always want to see Notre Dame play, but it's not the Notre Dame of old. It's not the same. So I'd like to see Florida State. I mean, I'd like to see Clemson play.
This is a big game. You can't lose this one because if you lose to Florida State, then you can't. Without them having 2 ACC losses, you can't play for the conference championship.
Okay.
Because,
So Clemson.
Well, no, they
they're
just
both
have,
in the Atlantic.
now,
I don't
no,
think
they
they
switch.
start. Did they start that this year?
That's just the
SEC
top.
starts it next year.
They just that for this year. It's just the top 2 teams in the conference. They got rid of the divisions. I'm almost positive. Yeah, they scrapped the divisions.
Starting next season.
That was in 2022.
Oh, 22. You're right. So we're not doing divisions anymore.
Nope.
Wow. So it will be Clemson and Florida State in the ACC championship game.
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I don't think.
So you can, in essence, you can afford to lose that game now.
I don't believe. I'll give you an example. I don't believe Pitt plays either team.
Yeah.
Pitt could.
Whoever shows up. I mean, a handful of teams could show up.
Let's take
Pitt, NC State.
I'm thinking we need a break.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's take a 2
All right,
minute
we'll
break.
take a 2-minute break. We'll be right back, everyone.
And we are back here at DraftKings at Casino Queen. We had an interesting in the chat, an interesting question from David. When someone's playing in a WSOP event, are they allowed to have a paper and pen with them to take notes during play?
It's a great question. So my experience over the years is I've seen people taking notes, but then most of the time it's for work, right? They're doing their own work. But taking notes, what's happening at the poker table, I think it's frowned upon, but I don't think there's a rule against it. I don't know. I'm going to look that up for you, David. I'm going to look in the WSOP rules, the tournament rules. It's going to take me a while to find out, or a phone call. But I've never, out of all my time, I've never seen anybody do it. So my guess is probably not, but it could be wrong. And yes, it could be used. But would everybody do it? Probably not. Most people, you know, lock it in their memory and they make notes at a later time. But yeah, no, I've never seen it in the World Series of Poker. I've definitely seen it in cash games many times over the last 30 years. So, Damien, the question is from the chat. When someone is playing WSOP event, are they allowed to have a pen and paper and take notes during play? And
I don't believe so.
I don't believe so either, but I'm going to look. I'm going to make a phone call tomorrow and find out. I know the perfect person to ask. In fact, I'm going to text him right now while we're talking about it. So I'm going to see if my boy Troy, who is a WSOP shift manager during the World Series. So I'm gonna see if we can get a hold of him. And
Oh, my
answer
bet's
the
getting
question.
worse. It's now 3-1 Baltimore.
Oh no, we didn't need to hear that.
Yeah, don't
Shit
bring bad
happens.
news to the show.
Oh,
It's my bad news.
I know. Well, we're rooting for you.
I got Tampa Bay money line on one of my tickets.
Now I hear why he's getting so riled up.
It's
It's early.
It wasn't sympathy for me.
It is because I'm telling you, it's early, guys. This could be a 15-11 game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Interesting WSOP main event thing happened. One of the Chinese players wrote a letter begging for mercy, David.
Really?
Yeah. This is what the letter says. Dear friends, I've traveled all the way from China to participate in the prestigious WSOP tournament. And making it into the money circle means everything to me. So I'm assuming they're on the bubble. They're going towards the bubble. They quit for that day. They're going back to the next day.
That's actually what happened. I do know the WSOP actually the tanking at the end of day, I believe it was day 3. The tanking at the end of day 3 was so bad they actually went with 2 untimed hands just to get people to play. They actually stopped the clock and went with 2 untimed hands because people were just dogging it, trying to wait, for the money bubble to burst.
Yeah, if I've got 5 blinds, I would too.
But it doesn't matter when you're going hand for hand.
That I probably satellited in too.
Yeah, but that's what everybody was basically doing. It was just taking forever, and they were going hand for hand for it, and they just got aggravated. At the point they just said, "All right, we're doing 2 untimed hands."
Yeah, so he says, getting into the money circle would mean everything to me. Not only would a successful WSOP performance greatly boost my chances of getting into an American university, which I don't know if that has anything to do with that, but the prize money would also be used to fulfill a dream honeymoon with my beloved girlfriend. So I come to you with a heartfelt plea. I kindly ask for you to support in a single request. Here's my request. Please refrain from raising during my very first big blind.
I would have raised
don't
just
raise during
spite.
my very first big blind. It would mean the world to me if you could grant me this small favor, allowing me to survive another crucial round. Rest assured, once I secure a place in the money circle, I'll boldly go all in without hesitation. I cannot express enough gratitude for your understanding and kindness. As a representative of China, I wholeheartedly extend my best wishes to you for a stroke of luck and success in the remaining games. So don't raise during my very first big blind. He wrote a letter to people at his table.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's an interesting move. I don't think I've ever seen that one. You ever seen anybody write a letter, David,
That's hilarious.
asking people not to raise?
I've heard people ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to write a letter, that's pretty bold.
That's funny. That's very funny. But hey, I don't blame the guy for trying. So what was the end result?
Did he cash?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's what
Did
I
it
would
work?
look here.
Did it work? That's what I want to know. All I want to know is if it worked. Because if it worked, it'll be tried a lot next year. Somebody will have some kind of sob story next year, right?
If he was worried
Yeah.
about taking his then girlfriend on a honeymoon of her dreams or whatever, he just don't buy into the tournament and just take her on a
Well,
honeymoon.
maybe he didn't drive. Maybe he got a free entry. Maybe he was in a league, or maybe he paid $50 for a satellite. Which a lot of those dudes. What do you think? 60% of that field, David, satellites in. What would you guys think?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd say at least 40%.
How much?
I'd say 40%.
40%.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find these questions out. So keep that thought in mind. I'm trying to get a hold of my buddy.
So I'm gonna see if the Chinese player cashed.
One other thing I did bet was and I told you guys I'd do this last week. I did bet the Jets week 1 against Buffalo. So we'll have a really good idea if I got a shot to win some of those long shot bets week 1, because not only did I bet, I have the Jets at home to Buffalo, I have Indy at home to Jacksonville. I bet both teams to win their division as long shots. So after week 1, you'll have a really good idea if I'd stand to have any shot at all in either bet or in either division. So,
Yeah, I did look up that ACC does start the no divisions in 2023, which I think I like. I can't find a reason why I don't like that yet. I think the top 2 teams from the conference, no matter divisions, is good.
I just texted my friend Chip Jett. Chip and I broke into the business many years ago in Arizona. He's a professional poker player. His wife's Karina Jett, professional poker player. They live in Las Vegas. So hopefully he'll get back to me. He's not active right now on Messenger, but he'll get back to me with the answer to that question, because very successful poker player, super great guy. And I'm going to try to reach out to my buddy Troy, who's an actual supervisor. I actually got a different phone, and I lost a lot of my contacts, and I can't believe I just noticed I lost his number. So Chip and him are friends. So hopefully that he can put me in, either answer the question or put me in contact with Troy. So I asked him to do that. So we'll get an answer for you, David, and I'm curious about that. It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a really good question.
Yep. But one thing that strikes me with not doing the divisions is you don't play those teams every year. Like Clemson would play Louisville every year. Now they don't, because they're not in the same divisions. So they're doing permanent rivals. That's what they're doing.
yeah, Clemson's permanent rivals are Florida State, Georgia Tech, and NC State.
Yep. And those are classic kind of rivals that Clemson had a lot of history with Georgia Tech, a lot of history with NC State, and of course a lot of history with Florida State. So Florida State, Georgia Tech, and NC State is going to be permanent rivals. So they'll always play those 3 teams.
And then you'll rotate the 5 one year and then the other 5 the next.
Yeah. I don't know what the SEC is going to do for permanent rivals. They're figuring that out this year, because they start their no divisions conference when Oklahoma and Texas comes into the SEC.
I believe they're just going to have one permanent rival.
Really?
If
I
I'm
don't
not
know if
mistaken, I believe they're going to have one permanent rival. And there's like a big.
They haven't
big,
finalized anything.
Yeah, there's, like well, I mean, evidently that's like what the game plan is. Is that, each team's going to have their one. Like Texas A&M wanted Texas, but it looks like it's going to be Texas and Oklahoma is going to be the permanent rivalry. And it looks like I think Texas A&M was going to get stuck with LSU, and then Arkansas was going to be Missouri, and then Tennessee was upset because they were going to lose Alabama, and they were going to get Vanderbilt every year.
Oh yeah, nobody wants Vanderbilt as their permanent.
Yeah, but
rival.
they wanted Bama. Just just prestige.
Absolutely. Yeah. As previously announced, the SEC teams in 2024 will play an conference game plus one required opponent from the ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, the other major conferences. So for 2024, they have announced this so far, that they'll play 8 games plus one. So they'll have an 8-game in conference, not plus one other game. That gives them 9 plus the other 3 out of conference games. Be some cupcakes in there, smaller schools. SEC's moving on to 16 teams when Oklahoma and Texas move in there. But
one thing last week, if you remember last week, I told you I played Kansas State over their win total. Kansas State does not play Oklahoma this year. They do go to Texas, but Kansas State avoids Oklahoma. So I kind of even felt a little bit better about that bet. Now they do go to Mizzou, but that's like the second toughest game on Kansas State's road schedule. I actually feel really confident about that one that I bet.
They have announced the schedules or the teams that'll be playing each other. They don't know when, but so far, like Alabama's opponents, the 8 in-conference opponents will be Alabama's going to have to go to Tennessee, go to LSU, go to Oklahoma, go to Vandy, get a break there. They're at home against Georgia, Auburn, Mizzou, and the Cox go to Alabama. Gamecocks go to Alabama.
What's this season's schedule? This next year is when things will be different.
So let's have a look at now. The exciting event will be it's 24. I think it says let's have.
Oh,
a look.
That's right. That is the
once because Oklahoma don't join the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 24. Mizzou will have at home. They'll have Oklahoma, Arkansas, Auburn, Vanderbilt. They go to Mississippi State, to Alabama, South Carolina, and then to Texas A&M. So, yeah, little no divisions SEC football coming up next year. So Oklahoma and Texas joining the mold. It's going to be a very strong conference with OU and Texas coming.
Hey.
A lot of people think OU is going to bounce back. Having an embarrassing season last year. I mean, just an embarrassing season for Oklahoma. Losing, I think, 7 games, finishing 6 and 7.
Hey, when does college basketball start up?
November.
November?
Yeah.
Middle
of November.
Yeah.
Yeah, beginning middle of November.
Okay. I love that
I think
time
about
of year.
November 10th.
Yeah. I love November. First weekend in November is the Breeders' Cup. You got NFL football, you got college football, and then right around the corner you got basketball getting ready to start, NBA, hockey. What a great time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Up till the end of January is March. Then you got March. But this time of year, whew, man. Anyway, I'm getting ready to really take a deep dive in something like ping pong.
We got baseball left, David.
Yeah, I don't know. Betting, you guys enjoy betting baseball.
I
I don't enjoy it, but it's the only thing you can do, David.
I only I only bet that today because I was here.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to bet something to talk about. Give me something to talk about.
Hey, how am I doing? WNBA. How am I doing? I got a WNBA ticket.
I don't know if it started yet.
Oh, John put a ticket together, a little round robin. Yeah. I do like the round robin style. So John put a ticket together for me, a little round robin, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-teamer. So I will win if I hit 1 or 2. I got to hit 2.
It's a 2 combination.
So I got to hit. It's a 2, a 3, and a 4.
You got to hit all of them to win. It's a parlay.
Well, how come it's only? It's a $3.34 round robin.
6 different bets.
6 different bets. Okay. All right. You put the 4 cents in for me. I appreciate that.
Well, it was to round up to have an even.
I know. I appreciate you putting in the 4 cents for me. I gave you $20.
Okay.
You put in. It's $20.04 to make the ticket.
I wasn't going to leave 4 cents on the.
You're in action.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to hand John his 56 cents. if we go
what was
over.
the ticket?
You tell me. You put it together.
You can't read it?
I cannot. I don't have my glasses.
Oh. Yeah, so we got two
I
WNBA games.
I refuse
No, we got
to
one.
read anything that has to do with the WNBA.
Well,
so I'm gonna take this.
So you'll
time
cut
off.
it at baseball, but
I will,
you will not bet
I
WNBA.
will not bet the WNBA.
Not,
There's
okay.
no chance. I won't. I couldn't even stomach to watch it.
Oh,
I'm
come
not
on. It's
saying
not.
I
Those
have
girls
to-
can play.
I'm not saying I have to watch it. I'm just saying on basketball, when
wait
you
a
do
second.
totals.
Wait a second. Those girls can play. They're fun to watch.
No, they're not.
Do you like watching tennis? Do you like
Some
watching
people like
women's?
it, some people
women's
don't.
tennis?
Why the big champion, why
I
the
would
big
rather
four? I
watch
don't
women's
tell you.
tennis. I would watch women's softball because it's
I
completely.
like
different
women's
sport.
softball. I do.
I would watch
I like
women's
watching-
volleyball.
I like that
I am
too.
not watching.
Is there any women's
basketball.
sports you don't like, David?
I am not watching women's.
All right, you
basketball.
got me there. Hi, honey. All right, you got me.
I was a girls' soccer coach. I'm not watching women's soccer.
What I do on basketball totals,
Good
though,
call out. You called me out on it. I like it.
listen to what I do on basketball totals. It's a lot. There's live. bets
John's
on it.
made money on
So if
WNBA
there's
this year.
5 minutes left,
Well, he's one of the 3 people watching it.
well, if there's 5 minutes left in a basketball game, and they're going to give me under 35 points, over or under 35 points in the last 5 minutes, they're typically not going to score 35 points in the last 5 minutes of a WNBA game.
No.
Right. So I take the under. That's what I do. I'm not saying I watch it for entertainment purposes.
Oh, I don't know why. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
That would actually be a.
Oh, we got
would
a
actually be a
response
smart
from
bet.
Chip Jet.
Okay.
All right, let's see what he says. All right. He says, yes, they can. Phones too, if you wanted to take audio notes. Wow.
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 Huh.
So you can.
Wow. Do you want me to see if he wants to come on? Talk a little
Uh,
WSOP for a few minutes? Or no?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah? Okay. Wow.
We all got baseball today.
Yeah. So let me
But we did have
just ask
a
him.
bunch of day games.
They're all
7
over.
7 of the 8 games went under of the day games. So if you were betting unders today, you'd have done very good, Damien.
By the way, there's a delay in the Baltimore Tampa Bay game in the dome. So I'm wondering what on earth that could
Wow,
possibly
there is.
be.
Let's click on this and see what's going on. Pull up the old. There's a link you can use to watch all the stuff for free. I'm not going to share the link because the number one rule of the link is you don't talk about the link. Number one rule of Fight Club, Damien,
Yes.
is you don't talk about Fight Club. So let's click on this, though, and see what is going on with a delay in a dome. For warming up. Yeah.
Wonder if maybe he got injured in some sort of way.
Yeah. Well,
It looks like glass.
it's
now
in
from this
Tampa, you
starter.
guys. It's in that dome in Tampa. The Tropicana Dome. Yeah, that's one of the strangest places to ever watch a baseball game. There's usually about 4,000 people there. And it is quiet. You can hear a pin drop almost. So the players can hear you. There's
Well, it looks like the game
there's
is
not a
the
delay
game is
anymore.
the game
It's
is
back.
yeah the game
I don't
is
know what
restarted.
happened, but they're back playing. But yeah, Baltimore up 3-1 in the 7th, right?
No, it's the 5th.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not panicking that badly yet.
Yeah, you just hate to see that, though. Hate to see it. Baltimore big favorite, but Tampa big favorite rather. But they're tied for the division lead, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. AL East is still not letting up.
Oh,
Is this
the last
does
place.
this stay current?
The last place team is 6 games above 500. They have a 3.5 game lead if they were in the AL Central.
Yeah. How do you like this?
Oh no, the Yankees. I'm
By the
sorry,
way,
the
Chip
Yankees have
said
been on a
no
oh.
can do at the moment. He's on the beach at Cancun. So pretty good spot to be. Right?
Yeah. But
Yankees are 50 and 47 in last place.
yeah, they're 3 games above 500, and they're in last place, David. The Yankees. Yeah.
What's the Cardinals' record right now?
Who cares?
I'm curious.
Like 10 under
10
5.
games.
And what is the Cincy's league, right?
Milwaukee League.
Milwaukee League now.
Yeah, they're probably 10 games out of first.
Although I mean my words, I said at All-Star break that the Cardinals would be in first place. How's that looking?
I know.
They're definitely not in first place.
They're in a place. They're in a place.
They're in a place just like any other team is. They are 8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah, they've won 5
And
in
they're
a row.
still 10 under.
8-2 in their last 10.
And
They're
still,
10.5 games back of the Brew Crew.
so they're still 10.5 games back, and they've been 8. They're 8.
Problem is, Milwaukee's also been 8-2.
So okay, how close is the Cardinals to Cincy?
For what, Cincy?
Yeah.
7, 8 back. They're 8 behind Cincy.
Yeah, 8 games behind.
What about Pittsburgh and?
Pittsburgh's a game behind the
Pittsburgh's
Cardinals.
behind the Cardinals.
Oh, they are. Okay, I haven't been keeping up with it. I'm not watching.
Cubs are 2 games ahead before you ask that.
I mean, for somebody who has a sports show, I should probably know these things, but I don't.
Okay.
I want to congratulate, and we're gonna actually talk a lot about it tomorrow on 590 Fan at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about Evan Elder's first UFC win.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. And you know what? I believe next week he's going to be joining us either on the stream here at DraftKings or on the radio at 590 on Friday. We haven't set it up with him yet, but we're waiting to hear back from Evan. He's going to be in St. Louis. So I don't know. I don't know which one he's going to join us on, but we'll let you guys know through our social media. And tomorrow, Jade Bursch is going to join us. Hopefully, we're working on maybe getting her to be an intern for the show. She's going to be joining us talking some baseball tomorrow. On 590 The Fan at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Just want to let everybody know that.
Just to give you one other thing I did bet today, and it's only because he's had remarkable success against the Cubs pitcher Stroman. I bet Goldschmidt to hit a home run in that game. It was plus 575. He's got 3 home runs and fewer than 30 at bats in his career against Marcus Stroman. But I probably should have looked to see what the wind's doing in Wrigley with the odds that I got in that game. The wind must be blowing in pretty
That game
fierce.
started yet, or starts in a few
It
minutes?
starts
7
in
o'clock.
it starts in like 10 minutes.
And what's the line on it?
The Cubs are only like a $1.20 favorite, which floors me with Stroman pitching as well as he's pitched this year, and as badly as
So the
Matz
Cardinals
has
are
pitched.
even, right?
Yeah, the Cardinals come back even money.
Even money.
Matz is pitching for the Cardinals, and he's like 0-7 with a 96 ERA. No, I think
What's
his ERA is
the
like 6.5,
over-under?
literally.
What's the
Its
over?
total's only 8.
Wow.
Well, the wind, I gotta figure the wind's blowing in pretty good in Wrigley for the total to be that
What
low.
would you take?
If the wind's blowing in, like I'm assuming it would be, Matz is a fly ball pitcher, and the Cardinals have a much better lineup. And Swanson, the Cubs' linchpin at shortstop, is incredible defensively. He's out. I actually think the Cardinals might actually be a halfway decent bet. They're playing a little bit better. And the wind factor will be in their favor in that game, with the wind blowing in with a fly ball pitcher. And the Cardinals' bats seem to have woken up a little bit. Like I said, their offense is a bit. I still firmly believe that. I still believe they're going to hit a hot streak at some point. They might have started now. I said they won 5 in a row. They're hitting the ball pretty well right now.
Yeah, Milwaukee also being 8-2 has killed them. That was a burner. If they could have, Milwaukee goes 4-6.
Well, Milwaukee
They make
just
up 4
swept.
games, and then they're 6 games back.
Milwaukee just swept Cincinnati. So
Yeah.
that was part of the.
And
thing
that's
that
the
got
problem the Cardinals are
Cincinnati
going to
back
have
down.
right now is these teams are going to get wins that they're ahead of. They're always going to be winning because they're going to be playing each other. That's the problem they're going to have too. And they're not going to get the wild card. Wind is blowing in.
What, 11 miles an hour?
Yep.
That's not too terribly bad. But
Yep.
I'd much rather it be blowing out at 11 miles an hour with my bet. But Goldschmidt can hit one for the win. It could be worse. He's going against a guy who likes to throw the high fastball. I mean, that's why I say he's actually had success against Stroman in his career. 3 home runs in his career already against him. I just thought plus 575 was good. I thought there was value. I thought there was value in it. So I'm taking a shot.
So Troy Iverson just got back to me. He's
Who is Troy
he's,
Iverson?
he's a shift.
Allen
my,
Iverson's brother.
my friend that's we got broke in the business together back in right around 89, 90.
Okay. So what do you have to say?
He is a shift manager at the World Series of Poker.
All right.
And he says, like, you can't, to add on to what Chip said, like, you can't take notes while you're in the hand.
Okay.
Like, you can write whatever you want and take audio.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can't be doing much while you're in a hand.
When you're in a hand. But yeah, I thought it very interesting. Yeah. So I'm glad these guys got back to me.
Nice to have the connections you have there, be able to.
Well, especially
our,
in poker
listeners
and horse
in.
racing, I can get to almost anybody, right? I really can through somebody. If I don't know 'em myself, I can get to them in minutes, and it's so nice. At least all the years I spent doing it, great connection I've made. It's nice to know that people like me enough that they can get back to me that quick, whatever they're doing. I haven't talked to Troy in years. I haven't talked to Chip in years. So that's really nice. It makes me feel good. Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Well, I just won my Wander Franco. He got his second base hit.
Oh,
so,
very nice.
Nice.
This is it right here.
You know, that's the Goldschmidt.
What did you put on the other one? Just curious. 'Cause
I-
that's a big
I have
bet.
100 on.
Oh, very nice. I like it. Oh, we got some.
We need a Tampa rally is what we need.
Yeah, we do need that, and we did get some feedback. I've gotten a lot of feedback about people like that we talk about our live bets, what we got going on, like during the game. So it's been a big, yeah, it's a good thing that we're doing it.
There's the Wander Franco. If somebody wants to take a picture and post it, but I did bet. You know, I'm the only. I'll tell you what I played and what I played, so y'all know when I'm winning and when I'm losing. So
Nice.
I don't try to hide nothing. I'm at least willing to throw myself out there and embarrass myself publicly live before it happens. A lot of people, all you ever hear about is their winners. You never hear about their losers. You hear about all my losers.
Yep.
I'm proud of them.
I try to stay out of the loser circle. But I did an interesting little prop bet in a parlay here. Chicago Cubs pitches thrown, Marcus Stroman's pitches thrown in the first inning. Under 19.5.
Wow, that's I haven't seen that particular prop before.
Under 19.5 pitches first inning.
20 pitches is a lot in an inning.
Yep.
It really is.
We'll take the under 19.5 there. Then 2 WNBAs. I got this parlayed with the Tampa. I need Tampa to come back and get a rally here. Put our rally caps on for the old, formerly known as the Devil Rays. Get the Tampa rally on. So we got one more segment, guys. Let's take a break. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we will finish up when we're back. So
yeah,
I'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
Great.
I've got a golden ticket.
That's a winner!
Now it's 3-20.
All right, guys, and we are back here at DraftKings at Casino Queen, the winning ticket 21. And one thing that I noticed while we were on break, guys, is going back to the woeful NL Central. Looks like the Cardinals at home and away are both under 500. So there's no advantage there for them. 22 and 26 at Busch and 21 and 27 on the road. You know, they said they are 8-2 in their last 10. That's obviously really good. That might be the best 10-game stretch in baseball right now in the last 10. I don't see another team that's 9-1.
They're tied with three
Tied
other
with
teams, it looks
Milwaukee,
like.
8-2 in their last 10, and Baltimore. Wow, how about this? The Tampa Bay Rays are tied for first. They're 3-7 in their last 10. 3-7, and they're tied for first. Yankees are 2-8.
No, I mean, I think they're still missing Aaron Judge. You know, I mean, he's by far their best player. Their lineup isn't anywhere near the quality as anybody else in the division without Judge. You know, I mean, they got too many holes in that lineup.
If you combine the AL Central and the NL Central, you'd have 3 teams over 500 out of 10. That's incredible. If you combine both divisions, you're only going to find 3 teams over 500.
I think the Twins are going to end up pulling away in that division.
Yeah, they're 2 games right now. The Cleveland Indians are 2 games behind them. Tigers are just awful, but they're 5 games out. They're 44 and 52. 8 games under, and they're only 5 games out.
They have no hitting either, and they're still only 5 games out.
That is incredible. Going out west, hey, it's the Texas Rangers division to lose. 4.5 games up on the Astros.
The Angels losing Mike Trout for what looked like a significant period of time is just a killer for them.
Yep, Angels 9 games back.
If I'm the Angels, I'm going to have to fight hard on this. It looks like Shohei Ohtani's going to go to free agency. If the Angels want him back, they just have to outbid everybody. But if I'm the Angels, I see what I can get for him right now. You should be able to get a king's ransom for him.
Yeah, MLB trade deadline coming up.
I believe it's August 2nd. And the Angels just go ahead and punt.
August 1st deadline. Yeah. August 1st.
And they should just go ahead and punt. No, they're not going to win anything without Trout. They don't have a second stud starter behind Ohtani. I would look to move him and see what I could get. He's going to get you 3 premium prospects. You know, and he will be a free agent at the end of the season. So if you want him back, you just win the bidding war.
Yeah,
I believe he's represented by Scott Boras anyway, so get in the bidding war to get him. You're not going to get a hometown discount by just keeping him. Ohtani wants to win. So if he wants to win, I would rather see what I can get for him now, and you know, maybe those 3 or 4 prospects you get for Ohtani makes him want to come back. If you decide you want to win the bidding war,
$50 million a year,
you may get it.
he deserves it. So you can now be a DH while you're pitching. Yeah.
I believe so.
Wow! And if they take him out of the game, he can still hit.
Yes.
As far as I understand.
Yes.
Yeah. 50 a year.
Wow. You're getting an ace and an incredible hitter.
Yeah.
All wrapped up in one player.
Yeah. I've had a lot of conversations at the poker table about him. I mean, but the problem with that is just doesn't leave you any money. I mean, I guess Depends if
It's
you're-
all relative. You
Well,
think,
if you
think,
think about it, you're paying an ace $30 million a year anyway.
and a
So
DH,
so
are
then
you
you're-
paying a DH 20 though?
He can still play in the outfield
I'm just saying, do you pay a DH 20 million? No.
with the numbers he's putting up. Yeah,
Yeah. Where's he
He's
gonna go?
hitting-
Who's gonna pay that? Yankees?
well, the Yankees would.
Dodgers?
Dodgers.
Cardinals would pay it.
Maybe San Francisco.
Cardinals would pay it.
So I was in an argument with somebody the other day about thinking the Cardinals were going to get in on the Otani sweepstakes,
No way.
and I laughed. And I said, first of all, the Cardinals don't have the elite prospects to get Otani. And I was some people, the Cardinals have all this minors. No, they don't.
Not
Cardinals
anymore.
Cardinals farm system is not great.
Not anymore.
And I said to start, you'd have to give up with Jordan Walker on top, and I still don't think the Cardinals will have enough to get an Otani. So it's not even and even if they got $50 million a year, why are you going to give up? You're not winning. You're not winning anything this year with the Cardinals anyway. Why are you going to give up 3 or 4 of your best prospects to have them play the rest of the year, and when you're not going to give them $50 million when the
Yeah.
season's up?
I mean, the
anyway?
Angels have him and they can't make playoffs. So Otani can't make playoffs right now. So
All right. Hey, I just want to say this. I have been invited to Earl Barron's season-long fantasy football. I
Nice.
accepted for what I'm looking for. Are you guys interested in teaming up on my team and doing it with me?
why not?
I do one big money league,
I've only
And I
played
do-
one
I
time
do
season long.
once-
I don't usually play season long.
and I do one smaller money league. One big money league. I won a few thousand last year because we have weekly bets against the other teams in the South. I had the leading scoring team in the league last year. So, even though I didn't win the league, I had by far the most points, and I had the best record in the league against everybody else. So I won a lot of money.
Well, this isn't very
Um,
big. It's about $150 for the season.
Why not? Yeah,
So you guys want to split it?
I'm in.
You
Yeah,
in?
you let me know what the rules are. I'll kind of give you an idea of how.
No, I'm
yeah.
looking for you guys to take the lead with it. Because I'll forget to put in my pick. That's why I don't do season long. But I already accepted that I would do it. So are you guys in on that?
Sure.
All right. Cool. All right. Team
So what are we gonna do?
winning ticket.
Each give you $50.
Well, you don't have to give it to me now, but when we do it,
That's fine. When's the draft?
I'll ask him. He'll
Yeah.
let me know.
Make sure that it's not one
What
of
did
the
you
2 days
mean
that I'm doing already.
By the way, when you said it doesn't give you much more money when you spend $50 million on Otani.
It just depends. Like a team like the Cardinals can't do it. They don't.
Oh,
They're not. But the Yankees can do it. The Dodgers can do it. Mets can do it.
Steve Cohen will do it.
Steve
Yeah,
Cohen.
exactly.
In
Steve
fact,
Cohen's worth
in
just
fact-
a mere 17.5
Hey.
billion.
in fact, if he doesn't mind spending money, this is the time to spend it.
17.5 billion. So
Get Otani. Period.
I mean, if I'm the Mets,
That should go.
the
That
Mets,
should
Mets
get.
aren't going to win anything this year anyway.
But it doesn't have to be this year.
But no, I'm just saying, if I'm the Mets, I try to trade a couple of those high priced players, Verlander.
I
you
can't
know,
believe he still plays.
yeah.
he's
Oh,
pitched good.
I know.
Well,
He's
he
not,
has- he has
I'm just
pitched-
saying
he
it's,
has
it's like a
pitched well.
Wainwright, right? How
Yeah.
old is Verlander? 38.
He's somewhere around there.
Yeah,
he's
had a
got
lot
a-
more
he's got a-
later
he's got
success
more
with
of a-
Wainwright.
He's got more of a power arm than Wainwright ever
Right.
did. Wainwright's just a batting practice pitcher at this point. Verlander still can bring the heat. Nolan Ryan, remember, he pitched very well with that heater into the his mid 40s.
Yeah,
Did
got
you see the
movement on it.
documentary on him
No.
on Netflix? That was a great documentary.
The thing with the Miners is they still have movement on their fastball. Here's a story on Bob Gibson, why he decided to retire, even though he can still throw 90 plus, because it's straight as an arrow. They'll kill me if my ball's straight as an arrow. That's what he said. So you got to have ball's got to be moving, or they'll kill you. Mets are 7 out, 7 games out.
All they need is Otani.
Well, they're 7.5 out of the wild card.
Yeah, they're not.
How would you like
They're-
to get
they're-
Otani?
They're,
That's a
they're,
politics.
they're like 20 behind the Braves.
You need to-
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about the division. They're 7 games out of the playoffs. Playoffs what
Well,
matters.
like-
Ask the Philadelphia Phillies what matters, y'all.
Right.
The
Yeah, for
Cardinals,
sure.
the Cardinals are 9 out of the playoffs right now.
Cardinals are not making the playoffs.
Yeah,
Get
but
that
the Mets
out.
are a little better of a team than
Well,
the
yeah, but
Cardinals.
also the Mets have a much tougher schedule to play than the Cardinals do because the Mets have to still play the Braves a bunch of times, the Phillies, and the Marlins.
Do you have that information? We looked it up, and I couldn't believe they were like right on the 500. How many overs this year with the Cardinals? Can you find that out?
I tried.
How many? Yeah, we did it last time. I don't know how you found it, but you did. And it was like even money, right? They were 500, and I thought it was really lopsided. How many times the Cardinals games have gone over, whatever the line is. So I'm curious. I will say this: at least
I would guess they probably have more overs than unders.
Yeah,
just
I would
because,
assume
Yeah.
so.
just
Yeah.
because their pitching's so bad.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard. That's going to take me a minute.
That's
to-
okay. I was
where
just
the data
curious.
side-
Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, it's okay. You don't. I mean, I just
It's more overs than unders, though.
yeah, it's got to be right.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I like to know these things because I was thinking about it at the beginning of the season when they were getting rocked, right, and they were hitting well too. I just wanted to start. I was thinking about betting, every over and seeing how it came out at the end of the season.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
Trend.
Here we go.
We got it right here. All right, so show the NL Central. It is really close, you guys.
Yeah, I was surprised last time that we did it.
48 overs, 45
See?
unders, and 3.
Wow, I would have never guessed it.
Wow. Let's do all of baseball here.
That's because we were talking about that right with the new rule
The
changes.
best over team, and it's by a big margin, is 4%. Which that's a big margin. The Dodgers with 54 overs, 36 unders, and 5 pushes.
That's 60% right
Yeah.
there.
Yep, 60%
You make some
overs.
money.
You know?
You can make some money. 60%.
Now the best under team in all of baseball. Wow.
Athletics,
Colorado Rockies.
Rockies.
Their offense isn't very good, and
No
their numbers are always inflated.
What's their
in
percentage?
Colorado.
What's the
40 overs, 56 unders. No pushes.
Wow. What's that percentage, Damien?
58.
58.
58%.
So that's
under.
profitable, right? Betting every under.
Yes.
Nothing above 60%.
Billy Walters says we got to. If you're picking 58%, you can make millions.
So win
So
loss.
there it is.
Wow. Well, yeah, you're playing some juice on this one team. The best team to bet on was Atlanta Braves. 65%. They've won 65% of their games.
Well, won 65%
65%
over, or just
62
won.
wins, 33
62
losses.
and 33.
Wow, that's incredible. 60.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Now,
strong.
if you bet
Well,
against
yeah, but
the
there's a lot
Oakland
of
A's,
negative juice.
yeah, that's
Though.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm curious what the lines were though.
If you bet against the Oakland A's, 27 wins, 71 losses.
27 wins, so 60 games to go. They might win, 40 games? They're on pace to
They're
win
on
40
pace to win
games?
like-
Yeah,
they're on pace to
44
win like
games?
47.
Yeah. What was their over under for the year? 51?
50, no, it was like 58 and a half, or 59 and a half.
Like to
Yeah.
have the under. No
Yeah.
kidding, right? You could have moved that line a little bit too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now the best run line team where you're going -1.5. The Cincinnati Reds.
Really?
62 wins on the run line, 36 losses.
Wow.
Followed by Texas.
Wait a second. They're 62 and
Oh,
30.
if they were a dog, they covered 1.5.
Okay.
If they have +1.5, they would have won if it
I-
was +1.
I got
yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah. So they've lost a lot of one-run games this year. Hey, that's a good trend.
Yeah.
You're a Cincinnati Reds fan. You're in a lot of games.
I'm a gambling fan. Right?
Wow, the Oakland Athletics, 47 and 51 on the run line. Wow. 47 and 51. So they've lost a lot of games. Wow. Okay. The worst team in the league on the run line is the Kansas City Royals. 35 wins, 63 losses. So they don't cover the run line 63 games out of 98.
I can't believe we're already at 100 games.
Yep, we're pushing at 100
Wow.
games this weekend to be at 100.
That's crazy to me. Oh, opening day was just
Yeah.
like yesterday.
It's been a tough season to bet on. You've
I know
had
the Cardinals had
ton of
runners on.
totals.
Cardinals had 2 runners on in the first inning when my phone died, so I don't.
Oh, let's see.
Well,
Well, let's plug it in. What do you got?
Got it right here, David.
You good?
What? No, I'm plugging the phone.
Cardinals did score in the first.
Yep, 1-0. They scored in the first.
Probably was Goldschmidt. He did score, but he wasn't a home run. Bummer.
RBI. Contreras got the
Contreras
RBI.
drove in Goldschmidt. Guess we should have picked Goldschmidt.
So
over
we
the
had a bet,
1.5
David.
runs in RBIs. Huh?
We had a bet on either team to score 7 runs, and we also have the pitching total under 19.5 for the Cubs. Let's see how many.
I'm gonna guess you lost that.
Yeah. Well.
He pitched to 6 hitters in the first. I'm gonna guess you lost.
Ooh. What do you think, David?
What's that?
I'm gonna say
Cubs pitches thrown in the first inning,
gonna say
19.5.
2 out of 3 shot. You lost.
He faced 6 pitchers, 6 hitters.
19.5 pitches?
No, yeah, 19.5 pitches. He faced 6 hitters in the first
I'm
inning.
gonna
Gave
say
up
you have a
1 run.
1 in 3 shot.
Wow.
Let's see if we can pull that up here and see how many pitches. Stroman threw. Come on, Stroman. Throw less than 20 pitches, baby. Let's pull it up here. Stroman. 25 pitches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Figured you were in trouble on that one.
15 strikes. So we can throw.
Yeah, that one can go in a tank.
Yep, we can throw this one. I pulled a David Sharp at this one.
You're funny.
Yeah, so that one goes into the Sharp can. So, let's see here. Yeah, so that's a loser. What else we got? Neither team to score 7 runs. Got a lot left on that. Got WNBA unders. CFL don't start till 7:30. I did an under on the Canadians. The Canadians under 23 first half on Edmonton and Winnipeg. Sounds like a hockey game, but it's Canadian football. Yeah. But yeah, Cardinals off to a good start for them. 1-0. Contreras gets the RBI back in his old stomping grounds of Wrigley.
I believe we can start sweating the Tampa game. The Baltimore's up 3-1 in the 7th, I believe now. So.
3-1 in the 7th.
Yeah, probably not in good shape on that one.
How did Tampa not score any runs against the Baltimore pitcher? He's a bum.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah. You get to the 7th inning, you got problems.
Yeah.
It's not over till it's over. After 2011, Game 6, I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I'm a
You
believer.
and the Monkeys.
Yeah, him and the Monkeys. Thank you, Davian.
I'm a believer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's just about it, guys. I think we got we're in the end of or the beginning of the stretch run of baseball, the end of the dark days of July, and the beginning of football season.
So here's what's going to happen. We were planning on taking next week off, but I'm going to get with Evan Elder, and we'll let you know if he's going to be joining us next Thursday or at all. I don't know when he's going to join us. So if Evan Elder will be joining us next Thursday, we will be here at DraftKings Casino Queen. Well, John, going on a little hiatus. It's your
going
turn.
to the Outer Banks of North Carolina with the wild horses on the beach.
I asked John if we can bet him.
I don't think we have any jockeys. Can you race a horse without a jockey? A jockeyless horse race.
Are they running?
How do you do it? How do you have a jockeyless horse race? Me neither.
We just picked one and bet on match race.
How are you going to make a race?
At the Salt River, where you can raft down, it's so much fun in Arizona. And my buddy, when he first moved out there before COVID, they went down the Salt River, and he's sending me videos of these wild horses. That's where it's of wild horses. And I've been down that river. I don't even know how many times in my life I've been down there. I've never saw wild horses. They went down twice and got videos of wild horses. And it's beautiful, John. They got right up on them.
I looked it up the other day. They actually have they have 5 or 6 horses like just roaming around the beach.
Really?
Horses, yeah.
On the beach?
On the beach,
At the Outer
David.
Banks.
Yeah, on the beach.
There's a new show, Outer Banks. It's not quite
I
new
know.
on
Most-
Netflix. I like
very
that.
popular.
Yeah, I like it very much. I can't wait for the next season. Yeah, so that's where you're headed, right there.
Yeah, going to the Outer Banks.
So is that the ocean or is it just a lake? What are these?
the ocean?
It's the, I don't know.
It's
I've
a
never been.
strand of islands in the
Okay.
Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
Hoping to maybe get some Big O action. My 5-card ILO game.
Well, you gotta drive
Down-
2 hours, right?
Yeah, I might have to drive 2 hours.
By the
But
way-
in a week.
Just to respond to Jeff Crawford, who asked if Clemson has a real shot to win it this year, no. They do not.
Wow.
They have a real legitimate shot to make the Final Four. I'm going to say they're going to make the Final Four, and they're going to get blown out like Notre Dame does or Cincinnati or
Oh, Dabo
whoever-
Sweetie ain't getting
whoever-
blown out, my friend.
whoever they play in the semifinals of the championship is going to.
This guy here's got jokes.
I'm just, you can put me on the
What's a
record now.
blowout? 12 points?
They're going to get beat 34-17 in the
Oh.
national conference in the national
Oh,
championship
wow.
semifinals.
34,
It won't even be I don't
That's
care
not
who they
even 20
play.
Damien, those are fighting words. to
I don't
God.
even care who they play. They're going to get blown out. They're not good enough to win the title. They are
Wow.
good enough to win the ACC. Good enough to get them in the Final Four.
Wow.
And I bet them at plus 320 to get to the Final Four. They have no shot of winning the national championship.
The defense is going to be strong.
They would be the fifth or sixth best team.
Fifth or sixth best team in the
Yes.
SEC.
Fifth or sixth best team in the SEC.
No shot
Yes.
that they're the fifth best team in the SEC.
Yes.
I don't know if Alabama's better than them. I don't know if Georgia's better than them.
Alabama with David quarterback would be better than them.
They don't know who their
Yeah.
quarterbacks are.
Doesn't
So
matter.
David
They're
says-
better everywhere else on the field.
David says Steve Cohen does not seem to care much about a luxury tax.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He does not.
What is the how much is the luxury
I have
tax?
no idea.
I'm just
It-
curious.
10,
I
20%,
I want to say
it
it's
doesn't
like
matter.
200 and I want to say it's over
200
like
million.
215 million. It's some number over 200 million.
So
you gotta
every
pay.
million is cost X amount, right?
Yeah, there's like a percentage you have to pay until you get it's a dollar. It's like 20 cents on the dollar when you go this far over, and then it goes like 50 cents
Okay,
this far over.
So you're talking about maybe if it goes over 10 million, it's $200,000. No, you said
No,
20 cents on
yeah.
every dollar, so 2 million.
and but I know if you hit a certain amount, it's a dollar for dollar.
Wow, he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Must be not. I'll take the percentage of the overage of the luxury tax.
Yes,
For my
you could
income.
retire that.
I mean,
I'm generous. I'll take it. right?
anything, these guys are talking millions.
We could hire ring girls to come and walk around between breaks to know exactly when the
I'm
break is
interested to
coming.
see who these 5 best teams in the SEC that are better than Clemson.
Pick 5 that aren't Vanderbilt or Mizzou.
No, I'm not. You're not
You
going to
like
find
stirring the
5
pot, don't you,
teams.
Damien?
5 teams that are better than.
Georgia's better than they are. Alabama's better than they are. LSU is better than they are.
Oh, bull
Texas
crap.
A&M,
No
I probably
way.
would say is better than
There's
they are.
no way that LSU's better than Clemson.
Yes, LSU is
LSU's
better than.
fraud.
Do you realize what LSU brings back?
Yeah, the same thing they had last year. They sucked.
How good were they down the stretch?
Yeah, they
I'm just telling
Jay-
you, LSU, Clemson sucked down the stretch last year. They were lucky
yeah,
to win
they
a
did.
couple of the
Yeah,
games.
they had DJ Uyunglele
Well,
at quarterback. He's
L-
terrible.
We-
I just said I just a little bit of LSU has a lot of back. They got a couple of very,
Yeah.
very high quality transfers.
Hey, Daniels at quarterback.
Like I said, Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than your boy from Clemson. So-
Jay Pluck
By the way, Jaden Daniels is right now the second betting favorite to win the Heisman
Oh,
Trophy.
good for him. I don't
So,
care about
hey,
Heisman.
you don't care. I'm just
He
telling
won
you.
2
You're
national
sitting there-
titles without Heisman.
You're
so.
sitting there telling me that Jaden Daniels is not any good. I'm sitting here telling you he is. People in Las Vegas obviously also think he is if he's the second betting
Yeah.
favorite.
They also told Baker Mayfield was good too. How'd that end up for Oklahoma in 2015?
Did he win the Heisman Trophy?
Yeah.
Well, then what the hell are you complaining about?
Yeah.
He won the Heisman Trophy.
We went up against Oklahoma,
Clemson had no.
and he left
are-
with a concussion
Yeah.
after he threw an
Oklahoma
interception.
had no defense.
How's that game,
Yeah,
David?
Clemson's okay. probably the best team in the ACC.
I'm going to
They're
tell
gonna
y'all
get-
this.
They would get run off the field if they played an SEC schedule. It would be an
Run off
8
the
and 4.
field.
They'd be an 8 and 4, 7 and 5 team if they
Yeah.
were playing in the SEC West.
So they'd be a bunch of frauds if they played.
No, it would be fraud. You're an 8 and 4 team. You're pretty good if you're playing the SEC West. You're a good team.
Ask Alabama. Ask Auburn. Ask A&M.
They're better than Auburn.
Ask
I'll give you
Oklahoma.
that.
Ask all these other teams.
Yeah, that
Ask
was when
Notre
you had
Dame.
it. That was when you
Ask all
actually.
these teams that
That was when you actually had a real NFL caliber quarterback in Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor wasn't a real NFL quarterback until 2018.
He was an
happened.
elite prospect coming up. He was
So was
his
Cade.
freshman year.
So was Cade.
No, he's not anywhere near the same.
All right,
We don't know yet
It's
because he
Trevor
fell in love with
Lawrence.
DJ. Hold on, David. So he fell in love
Trevor
with
Lawrence.
DJ.
Trevor Lawrence was more highly thought of coming into college.
No,
So
my point is, Cade Klubnik is going to make, and he has on his few chances he's had, is going to make throws that Jaden Daniels can only dream about making in his sleep. Jaden Daniels can't make the throws that Cade Klubnik makes this year. Cade's a
We're gonna see.
gunslinger,
We'll see.
David. David, he's a gunslinger.
We'll see.
He's a Texas gunslinger coming to the upstate of South
LSU,
Carolina, and we're going to go back to the playoffs.
LSU's athletes are considerably better than Clemson's.
From my favorite two
Period.
words, John.
LSU's a bunch. Yeah,
We'll
Brian
see.
Kelly,
Period.
we've already beat the hell out of him multiple times.
He was in Notre Dame. You know how hard it is. They have trouble getting elite athletes into Notre Dame because of their academic standards.
Yeah. Well,
They have to turn people down because they can't get in academically.
yeah, nobody wants to go to
even when Notre Dame's trying to hem
Kids
and
don't want
haw.
to go to South Bend, Indiana anymore.
Exactly. That's why Brian Kelly's right now in LSU, where he can get the dumbest kid in America back into that school.
Yeah, Brian Kelly and his fake Southern accent. That was the funniest video of all time. Yeah, look that up, guys. Brian Kelly, fake Southern accent. Funniest thing ever. He comes down to LSU trying to talk
You
with
can
a
get
Southern
you
accent.
can get the dumbest kids in America into LSU,
Yeah.
and some of the dumbest kids in America play football.
Yeah.
They're athletes. They don't have the anywhere near the same stringent academic requirements Notre Dame does. He's able to get these players into the school.
Well,
You know,
we're about
there's a couple of kids. I believe one of the Mizzou kids went to LSU. Is one of the transfers, one of the really good transfers that went to LSU. And I know LSU got a couple of other very, very good players to transfer in this year. LSU is going to be good. I would probably maybe even say they're the favorite in the SEC West, even though they have to go to Tuscaloosa. Just because Jalen Daniels is a whole lot better than what Alabama.
they looked real good when they lost to Texas A&M last year.
Mm.
Off the last game of the year, Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, Daniels.
Yeah, I had
if
a
you remember
five-pick
right,
parlay.
if you remember
The
right,
last
Daniels was
leg-
injured in that game.
The last leg of that parlay was LSU to beat 2-9 Texas A&M or whatever they were, and LSU loses.
And
I picked LSU to beat A&M. They couldn't beat A&M.
Daniels was injured.
That team's coming back.
So
That team's coming back. So I had no confidence in LSU.
no, if you're gonna bet a long shot to win the NCAA, the college football, bet LSU before you bet Clemson. Now, Clemson, I believe, is a much safer bet to get to the Final Four, but Clemson will get blown out when they get there. You can mark it down here. It's, what is this? July 20th? July 20th. Write this down for the semifinals are December 30th. Write this down. Clemson does not cover and gets blown out by at least 2 scores in the semifinals.
Jeff Crawford started the last 15-minute segment. Thank you very much, Jeff, for your question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
No problem. Happy to oblige, David.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're a month away.
And we've entertained Clemson John and gotten him all riled up.
I love
And
it.
it has
We're
nothing.
still a
It
month
has
away.
nothing to do with this any baseball bets he's losing right now either. So.
I am curious. I have two
I'm gonna have to throw
I
at
have
David.
I have 2 10-hour rides, John, that weekend. We're gonna go up to Clemson and back, and I'm praying
You better hope
they win.
No, actually, you'd rather them lose.
I would
because then
not.
he won't want to
No.
talk.
No. He'll be complaining the whole way home.
We don't want to lose that one. We
They're
don't
not-
want to go to that game and lose.
I don't want to hear him complain for 10
That'll be the
hours.
most depressed.
That'll be a happy. That's going to be a happy trip back. I think.
I'd have to fly home.
Not just me. Not just
There's
me.
nowhere to fly home from.
You don't want to be in Clemson, South Carolina when we lose a game like that. It's depressing. So it's a much more energetic vibe Sunday morning when you wake up and see everything and
What's-
see everybody.
what's
And
it-
how about them Tigers?
Yeah. But how's the weather normally? What's the weather like that time of year?
It's
That's
fine.
what. That's a late September game.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
probably be pretty similar to a typical day here in the summer.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You get snow?
no, a
Snow?
typical,
You don't get snow.
no, a typical
Not
day.
that-
September.
not
What are
that
you
typical
talking about?
summer
That's- I
day
said,
here.
do you get snow?
Yeah,
there?
we get about one time it may snow 3 inches. It's gone the next day.
So
Yeah,
it's
don't
not
stay
the same
around.
weather.
It's not cool.
No, the
Summertime
weather,
is
the
somewhat
weather in
similar.
the weather in
In
late
September.
September would be
It's
pretty
gonna
much
be
like
should
the
be
weather.
beautiful.
No,
It's
no,
about
I'm
the
talking
same
about the
as it is
weather.
here
I'm
in
talking about
September.
I'm
the
just saying
weather
it should
here.
be beautiful there.
It'll be warmer
If-
there.
Does it rain a lot there?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not
The
more
only
than
thing you got to
does
worry
here.
about maybe
a
a
hoodie.
hurricane.
A hoodie.
won't- you
Yeah, we have had a hurricane, Damien.
You
But
won't.
it's
You
not.
won't
We're
need.
4 guys.
you
We're
won't
4
need a
hours
hoodie in the-
away from the ocean.
You won't need a hoodie in late September. and
No,
late
you're not going to need no
November.
hoodie. Hoodie?
You will-
No, you don't even need a hoodie in November.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I want to know what. Since you can't find my T-shirt, I want to know what kind of garb you're gonna
Now
buy
the
me.
T-shirt came up.
No. I just want to know what you're gonna buy me to wear when I have to wear a Clemson something when I'm at the game, right?
You won't need a
So
sweatshirt.
am I
either.
getting a hoodie?
You won't need a sweatshirt.
I
you
mean,
won't need
I'm
a
gonna
hoodie.
put the hurt on you on the price tags when we go because
No,
you can't find it.
you don't need no hoodie.
I want a hoodie.
Okay, well, I don't know. What I'm saying is,
I'm
though,
interested to see this T-shirt that he supposedly bought. That you're
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to
it
get
doesn't
that you still
exist.
haven't got.
But he's gonna get me something at the game. That's the
You
deal.
know what?
I ain't worried about that.
If we give
What
him,
were we
if we
talking
give,
about
if we
before
give
we
him a
went down
hard
that
enough
rabbit
I
time,
try to get you off what
if we get him a hard enough time, he might just order one through Amazon just to give it to you. And
No,
shut
I've
you
got
up,
one at home.
Allegedly,
I just can't find it.
Well, then we have to buy something else.
it's something.
No,
It's something the cat's sleeping on.
What color is it? Is it orange?
I don't think so.
Is it white with orange? Is it orange?
It's got to be
No,
orange in some
it's,
fashion.
It's great.
It's great.
yeah.
Right? I can't get
Gray
him
with
a
orange?
Gray with
Clemson
orange,
shirt.
Gray
yeah.
with orange. What's
It's
it
a
say?
Southern Traditions
What's it
shirt.
say?
That's complete.
What does it say?
It just has a paw in it.
Oh, is
That's
that-
Clemson on the back.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm glad you like it.
All right.
I'd
Tomorrow
like to
on,
see you in it.
I know, right? So tomorrow on 590 The Fan, Micah Mills will be going over round by round Evan Elder's fight, his first UFC win,
Yeah.
and we're gonna find out. We
Congratulations
need
to
to find
him.
out
Yeah.
tomorrow when Evan
Evan
Elder's
was a
gonna be
huge
joining us.
favorite. Covered for it.
It was minus
Minus
250.
250.
250. Yeah. Evan's gonna break down every round for us tomorrow, so we're pretty excited about that. Got anything else, guys?
No,
No.
All right.
that's it. We'll see
John?
you tomorrow on 590 The Fan, guys.
Yeah, Clemson John, Damian Biro. My name's David Sharp. Until tomorrow at 6 o'clock on 590 The Fan.